Okay. All right.
So would a member like to announce the opening of the meeting? Okay. Okay, so we are opening the meeting, the Monday, April 5th, Amity Board of Education District meeting. Would a member like to make a motion to nominate a chair for the public hearing?
I would like to, that, Mr. Chair. I would like to nominate John Belfonte as chairman of the public hearing.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Brown, thank you. All those in favor, we will show by hands.
I see Ms. McCrevin. Ms. Burke
Okay, thank
is
you.
the only one I
Thank you.
can't. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that motion passes. Thank you. Now we need a motion to close the
I'd
nominations.
like to make a motion
Oh,
to
sorry.
close the nominations for chairman of
Very
public
good,
hearing.
Chris. Very good. Thank you. Okay, would someone like to second that motion? Ms. Carlson, thank you. All those in favor? Okay, very good. Okay, that motion passes. And now we need a motion to nominate a secretary for the public hearing. Would someone like to make that motion?
I would like to nominate Carla, who just disappeared from the screen. There she is, Carla Eichler. I apologize, I'm not nervous.
Okay, great. Do we have a second? Ms. Hubbard, thank you. All those in favor of that motion? Okay, thank you. That motion passes.
I'd like to make a motion to close the nominations for secretary of public hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, Ms. Carlson, thank you. All those in favor?
Thank you.
Okay, so now we can call the meeting to order at 6:37. The first order of business is presentation of the Amity budget by Dr. Jennifer Butters.
Okay, tonight we have a very brief presentation on the adopted Board of Education budget to share with everyone this evening. The budget process, it keeps getting more complicated, this slide does, but we really start with our board's mission, vision, and goals, our fiscal responsibility that we have to the towns of Bethany, Orange, and Woodbridge, and then the 3 A's of Amity. We look at contractual obligations, federal and state mandates, and school and department requests. We work collaboratively together, basically from the months of October all the way through now in April, to find reductions, eliminate redundancies, look for cost savings and efficiencies. Eventually that becomes the superintendent's budget, which has been presented to the board a couple of times during the months of January, February, and March. And then ultimately in March, the Board of Education votes on an adopted budget, which is what we are presenting here this evening. Just a quick reminder of what the Amity budget is able to get for our community. The first is the A of academics. This is kind of multiple slides condensed into one. We're the top school district in New Haven. We're ranked 6th in the entire state of Connecticut. We have advanced placement, early college credit programs, our science research projects, senior service learning internships and projects. We have college partnerships, a pre-apprenticeship manufacturing program, a community service program, student organizations and clubs that are efficient at running both in person and virtually in this world, 9 National Merit Scholar finalists, and 94.7% of our students meeting a 4-year graduation rate. And that was last year in the sort of time of uncertainty with respect to graduation. Our second A is athletics. And again, during a period of time where we've had significantly shortened seasons, basically until right now in the spring, we've had well over 1,000 athletes, 500 in the fall, 300 in the winter, and over 600 and counting for the spring season. You can see that we ran 20 teams in both the fall and the winter seasons, and we have 32 teams operating now because we've been able to add middle school sports back into this. We've had SCC league championship runners-ups, divisional championships, all state athletes, all SCC student athletes, and SCC coaches of the year in athletics. And finally, in the arts, we have the musical arts, where we've been able to continue to have some of our community performances just done in a virtual format. Visual arts, where our students have received recognition for scholastic arts competitions. We received film student honors, and we've been able to, even during this time, put together our performing arts with both the It's a Wonderful Life and then our spring musical Anastasia, which they're actually just starting to work on now and will be ready for production in June. The approved budget that was approved by AFC and then the Board of Education back in February shows that it's overall a 1.8% increase from the current fiscal year's budget. Because of the enrollments in the town, Bethany is actually going to see a decrease in the amount of the contribution that they're making relative to this year, with increases, a very small increase in Orange, a more significant increase for the town of Woodbridge. And again, that's strictly due to how the enrollment has worked out for those 3 towns. Woodbridge contributing the most number of students compared to last year. Also, just a reminder that at the end of last fiscal year, we did return monies back to the towns in the amounts that you see over on the right-hand side of the slide. What this budget supports is going to be a new middle school special education program where we're going to be able to bring back out of district placed students into the Amity community. Supports both a mental health clinician as well as a special education teacher. This budget will finalize the full implementation of one-to-one devices for all of our students in 7 to 12. We have a significant purchase of textbook resources, both physical and digital, as that was something we did not attend to in last year's budget. We have a realignment of our middle school literacy program to be aligned with the implementation of Reader's Workshop. New classes at the high school in both Unified Science and High School English, and capital improvements to the buildings and to the grounds. The Amity budget referendum is set for May 5th, and voting right now is anticipated to be in person with absentee ballots upon request through the registrar of voters in the town. And that is the Amity budget.
Great, thank you, Dr. Byers. Okay, the next line item is for public comment. Do we have any public comment received?
No, we did not receive any public comment today.
Okay, great. Okay. That does it. We can entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
It's sure.
Sure. Yes, so after this meeting, we will be having another meeting, and that is immediately following. And what are we calling that one?
It's a special meeting.
A special meeting. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, would someone like to make a motion to adjourn? Ms. Hubbard, thank you. We have a second. Ms. Cardozo, thank you. Okay, all those in favor?
Okay, thank you. All right.